So buyers are stepping in here in the S&P 500, and let me see. So just the GAX levels. Okay, we have potential to the upside again. We are above the highs. Here we make a new high on the daily chart or on the daily picture, and potential to go in here. Yeah, so we just wait for the right pullback. The thing is, we broke this local high, but the problem is still these aggressive sellers here, because you can see the market went down here, the CVD also. So I just marked this price because aggressive sellers came in here. If we break above that, then I will consider taking a long. And if we come back to this area here, let me show you again. Then I will take a long again as well. So only above this high, and if we hold this area here, because you can see in the CVD we had a huge momentum break out to the upside, and then also we had aggressive buying here, and then aggressive buying here. So this would be the main area where I want to be long again. So we have the breakout here, and then I just trade the rejection of the zone. Also here we have the CVD going up, and also here we have the aggressive buyers again. So we have two like zones, levels, where aggressive buyers came in. First we have this zone here, and then second we have this zone over here at the bottom, because we have the aggressive buying here and then the aggressive buying here. So let's see what the market will do, and yeah, participate. So again, it's just a patience game here at the high. So now we have aggressive buyers here, and now we want to see that these aggressive buyers hold their position, because if they don't, it will be the absorption or rejection to the downside. Let me make this like a box, not like a highlight zone. Here, like this. So this would be the accumulation for right now, and now I want to see the price is moving above that area, and will hold here over these highs. Because if we can stabilize over them, over these highs here, then the next level would be the major level for the day, because we had here a lot of aggression to the downside, and then they break, can trade until we break this zone here, because aggressive selling came in here as well. So would be this zone, and then possible to continue to the upside. So what are we seeing here right now? Okay. So we are forming high volumes. This would be the zone that the 50-minute gives me. So it would be in here. Make this like this. So from yesterday, there was a high volume ledge, and then if we hold or break and hold this above, we could see a potential upside move. If this is not happening and we go back into this area here and even go below these accumulation zones, I will try to trade the break in inside this area here and try to short to this zone, because this is the failed auction then for the upside, and it really looks like it. The next possible liquidity zone would be around the 24,000 for the Nasdaq. Above that, I don't really see much liquidity at the moment. Nothing special. So okay, this would be set up here, because accumulation zone, we also have the break of the high, so a general breakout. I think when I load in the volume as well, yeah, we also have the volume zone breakout. So something could be like this, or if you do this and make these levels here, you can also do this. But for this example, I'm using the zone I have already made before. So this was the accumulation zone before, and then let's see how market's moving, because right now you can see buyers and sellers are aligned. There's no stronger side. And when I see, or when I look at the GagSpot page, let me see if there's any problem. No. Okay. Yeah. So let me see. This could be the. So you have two options right now. Either you trade the longs again. This is the retest, and then the longs also here. Or you trade aggressively, try to short below these high volume nodes to the downside, put the stop loss above the zone, and try to get here, to get out over here for quick scalp. So these are the two options, right? And also here, if I get stopped in, my stop loss will be below this aggressive buyer here, below this zone, because they have to come in. If this is not happening, I'm going to be out of the trade. So let's see what's going to happen. So basically I can just put 2 sell stops here, because if the market breaks this low, I want to be stopped out and also be right into the trade again, because the bias of the day is for me long for for short term, of course, we have a selling environment right now, but at the end, let me just do it like this, and then below that also the sell stop as well for me getting stopped in for the sells. So now we have to break this high. If this is going to be happen, then we can just focus on the major positive volume for the target. And then, yeah, just basically let it run to this point here, because this was the last area where the sellers came in on the 50-minute chart. Now it's important to gain above this point of interest zone where the high volume node was formed, and also here on the S&P 500 we broke a new high of the day again. So we rejected the accumulation zone breakout pullback. This is good for me. And now we have to get through this zone here, hold above the zone. So aggressive sellers came out here, and let me see how the market is going to react at the zone. But right now I see clean runs here at this moment. So now I can just put my stop at break even, because at this point I don't want to lose anything, but also want to leave the trade running, because it could be a good break to the upside. Now we have to see or watch the volume, the delta as well. I have to look at the S&P 500. I have to monetize my GAX levels if they just changing, but everything is right and good at the moment. The CVD is also good, and the heat map doesn't show me anything crazy above. Maybe I can do custom proportion a little bit lower, so I can see contracts of 70 contracts. Would be easier than only to see like, I don't know, 120. And you can see right now we are having problems, and now I want to see that this zone is holding my position here, the high volume node. If this is not holding, it will be going to be a stop loss. Or if I take the trade up before, it would be like this, but let me see. So you can see aggressive buyers, sellers came in, and now we have to see if the passive buyer here is going to hold or not. Because of the high volume node right now, it looks like a valid area for me. The next bigger zone for the liquidity would be here at the 25,000. So these would be the zones I will look into how the market is going to move. So yeah, let me see. And also, yeah, this would be the best thing I can do right now, because we see aggressive sellers at the CVD, but the market is going up, so passive buyers are still intact. And now we have to break the highs again here, break the highs. I don't want to see the accumulation at all. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take the trade because I'm at the high. This yes, is not going well as well, so I protect my trade here. So this is the first trade of the day, and now I will look into the zones and trade again. Because right now I can go above the zone already again. Then I will wait for the for the break, because the thing is the take profit here was unnecessary at this point, but I just want to take the trade for me to have a puffer, so I can build my position out of that. I don't want to be greedy, because $900 a day for one trade, like in how many minutes? In 5 minutes, $900 is not less, or it's not shit at all. So this gives me good puffer for the possible next trade right now, because the long is still intact. We hold the line, we hold the high volume, we have the aggressive buying here, then they came back again. So right now you can see at the top, aggressive sellers came in also here, and yes, at the same time. Might be someone that is going to be a market maker. If you see, this is not just random stuff. They get out of the level, so they sell aggressive for buyers, because every seller needs a buyer, every buyer needs a seller, and these big trades are aggressive sellers, so you need buy limits at this point here. And now it's important, do they want to just go out of the trade, or do they want to get filled in as well? And then push the market even higher. So to the downside, not much happening. We have low negative volume to the downside, and not really anything besides that major positive volume to the upside. And you can see still the CVD is going to be down, so aggressive sellers are in here. So now it's important that we hold above this accumulation zone, because we made new highs again, and above these aggressive sellers. So I want to see a pullback into the area at this point, and then get my trade in. Let me delete everything so you have a clear vision again, because sometimes this can be stupid much. Yeah, as I said, let me see. This was the point of interest from yesterday, so the zero gamma as well right now. And then the next zone would be the next high volume would be this one here, and then so also would be low for the show you. I just marked this high volume here, then we have the low volume where market tends to go through like nothing. You can see here right now liquidity is laying above and also here laying below, but yeah, we have the above for shorter, and yeah, I don't really look at the moment, just look at the high volume node over here. This could be the first problem, and then we are inside the accumulation zone, and if we break inside the accumulation zone of the yesterday's 50-minute chart, the market will continue to go even higher to this high volume node here. Yeah, but for that we need momentum, we need strong players for the buy side. Let's see how it's going to be. Because right now we broke the highs, yeah, but we don't have any momentum. This is shit. We want to see momentum. Could be also fake out. So aggressive sellers just try to fake the buyers, and then you can basically just trade the absorption of this one here. But I'm not going to be trading this here right now because we have, as you can see in the candle, we have, this is the 900 tick chart. We have absorption, absorption, absorption. Okay, these are the wicks we have to break as well before trying to trade, because also here we have the high volume node of the high. So aggressive buyers are here inside the zone. So now we switched the value area. So the POC switched to this point here, which means the value area is interesting for higher prices. And now we have to see, watch what's going to happen here. Because if this breaks, also we have the potential to go to this high volume node here for the short term. So this area where aggressive buyers came in, and if we break this, the next problem hurdle would be this. Structure wise is if we go to break these lows, then we are into accumulation zone again. If this breaks into this accumulation zone, pullback, holds, and then break down again, the next zone would be the high volume node over here, and then if we break this, the next level would be here. So let's see how the market is going to behave. Right now, still like in accumulation zone here again, which we are most of the time. So this would be the accumulation zone. This is a fake out, and also here we have the fake out. So let's see how aggressive these buyers are, because right now here in the ES we have aggressive sellers at the top, which can lead to a downfall, because almost 1.2 thousand contracts is really big capital. They are short here, they shorted over here, and they shorted over here, because CVD short here, CVD short here, CVD short at the top. Also here we are short over here, then aggressive buyer came in at here, we broke this point, and then short over here because sellers came into this point again. So yeah, but we have to consider that the bigger CVD move was at the low here, where buyers came in, and this would be the last zone for this. And then we can look at the next buying momentum phase would be over here at this point. So you can mark this level for rejection zone, or to get back into the longs again. And this is basically how you have to read the order flow as well. Because if we break this high, accumulate again above these high volumes, if you accumulate like this above these and not break into these areas again, there could be potential to upside squeeze. But at the moment you can see it's not really going to happen. Yeah, that's basically everything I see right now. So I could have held my position, but the risk is not good for me because we are at the high. The high can always reverse into the lows to test again, and for this move here I'm not risking my profit. So that's why it's very good for me to get out of the trade as soon as possible, and as soon as I feel the trade is not going to work out for me again. So let's see how the market is going to move. And guys, this is basically everything you need. You don't need MACD or crossing EMA, blah blah blah. This shit is not working. Fibonacci's, all this stuff is bullshit. I never saw any institutional player use Fibonacci's or the break of the EMA or break of VWAP or whatever. Never saw them like drawing the Fibonacci's here. This is the EMA for me, just to see the swing points. Okay, this is not for me to take a trade here. If we break this zone, blah blah blah, then I'm not going to take the long here or here. This is just for me to see at what point we are for the swing, so I don't get confused by the direction of the price action and everything, because sometimes you have to align basic stuff, but it can be complicated if you like this is telling me, yeah, you have to go long right now, but the price action shows me that you are short because of the fake out. We make new lower lows, we break the whatever structure and everything. Like, this is bullshit. I know we have a lot of indicators in here, like, I don't know, this alligator thing, the awesome oscillator, everything, Bollinger Bands, yeah, but at the end, you don't really need that shit. You only need the order flow, which is the CVD, as well as the big trades, the options levels, and also you need a little bit of price action. You need brain, and you have to read and understand the market on a bigger picture as well. So this is everything I can just give you right now. You can see here aggressiveness came into the market here at this point. Yeah. And now we are trying to retest, but the aggressive the buyers are failing here again. Right now, let's see how the ES is reacting to this accumulation zone over here. And at this point we can just try a little short, but I don't know. I do not know, and I don't really want to trade inside a high volume node again and again and again. So I'm waiting for this to play out. Either we go above this zone here, and then I take the trade over here, or I wait for the push down here, and then see what's going to happen at this area. So this is basically everything you need to know at this point. So let me delete everything out so you can see the price action vision, whatever. So for price action wise, we did a new high, again new high, but now we are in a structure break. So we made a new low to this microstructure price action. We broke this low, we accumulated above below this low here, and now the next level would be something like this, where aggressive buyers came in 2 times here and here. So right now, let me show you, sorry. Let me show you what I'm trying to do. Where the fuck is this going? So we have this area. Here we have the zone where aggressive buyers came in and they hold the lows. Also here we have this accumulation zone. We broke into this accumulation zone now. There are 2 possible ways. We can just accumulate here, and then go back and trade this area maybe. Then we have the possibility to trade below this area because there's low volume, then the next level would be here. So we go like this. If we accumulate here, that would be no trade zone. And if you go above these high volume nodes, you have to consider this high volume node for the exit if you trade this breakout here from the previous high. And if we hold this one, we need to break this one here again, and then we have the possibility to go up. So now these are the most valuable zones for me, because as well here buyer. Also here buyers came in, sellers came in here. We broke the high, sellers are at the top of the mountain. I would like just to say. Also here the ES is kind of absorbing the highs with aggressive orders, and they are not possible. They are not capable of trading above the zones, which means for me right now we have a shift of price action kinda until these areas where aggressive buyers came in again. So this would be around this. Yeah, around this candle here, because we have the start of the aggressive buying here. So if the market is going to join this area or this zone, we have to see what's going on. They break the lows again, and then we have potential to go through this level, and even go to the downside as well. But you have to consider these are all aggressive buyers. They can protect their position, whatever, at these structure extreme points. But yeah, let's see. And I also have to consider that we are in a short move as well in Nasdaq, ES, also gold, silver, Bitcoin, like all these things, assets. They are in a sell-off right now, which we have to take the mind through for the environment, for the economicals. And these are all just things you have to like think about it and then make a trade. It doesn't come from like 1 or 2 screen sessions. This comes from thousands hours of screening time. I started trading 219, and at this time I had like 14 hours on screen every fucking day till I just understood what the market shows me, what's a new lower low, what's new higher low, and everything. And then it took me 2 years and almost 100 days to get profitable. Yeah, so it's not like a fast game to make money. Yes, it can happen to you if you are great in doing this and reading the market and order flow and stuff. But for most of you, maybe there's going to be a hard time in front of you, because the market is hard to read sometimes, because they manipulate, they spoof. The market is volatile, which can lead in huge losses, but also in huge wins. But you have to manage your risk as well as your money management. If you don't have like 10,000 euros in your account and you trade with 10 contracts, you're stupid. The most you can trade with that is 1 or 2 contracts, or play it risky and try to gamble, but it's not the point of trading. We don't want to gamble. We want to have a structured risk with an entry that's making sense in a logical way, not like crossing EMAs, as I said before. Yeah, it's a logic game, and you play against high frequency trading bots, algorithmic software that's built with thousands and millions and even billions of money, of dollars, whatever. And these are the players you have to see, and then to surf the wave with them. If you play against them, they will take your money out of the market with no mercy as well. Because when I had the switch that I only look for the big players and not for the retail traders, that was a really, really big point in my trading. That's why I only just display these high trades here. I don't want to see like 20 or 15. I don't give a fuck about that level, because they are not big players there. But if big players are there and they hold the position, I want to be in it. So that's why I only show you the big trades with really, really high contracts in it. So now we have an interesting zone. We rejected the lows here, didn't came through. Now we have this accumulation zone, rejection over here again. It's not a clean breakout of this zone, so it could be accumulation again. The up down. Yeah, as I said, it's a patience game. So basically what I want to say to you is, don't look at the retail positions. Look just only at the big trades, the market makers. And if you see this and read this correctly, you have less information but better information as well. Because if I just do this right now, let me show you. If I do this right now, like put it to 100, you will see an increase in the bubbles here as well. See, and this is something you really can't focus on trading with. You see this, yeah, it's bigger money, but it's not the biggest fish. I only want to see the biggest fish in the market. And of course, this is helpful, but it's overwhelming as well. So I only just put it up to 185, and then I only see the biggest participants in the market, because they move the market as well. Of course, the other with 100 contracts move the market as well, but these are the best to look at. So now we rejected this high here of the accumulation zone where the previous breakout came through. So I think sellers are in control right now because these buyers didn't had the chance to go through and to push above the old high. Yeah, so if the market is not going to be here, I'm not going to trade long. And if it's not going to hold above this zone, I'm not going to play it long as well. So basically this session is kind of over for me right now for this trade explanatory. And yeah, I see you in the next video, and as well give me feedback. Stay healthy, stay patient as well, and do some good stuff, not stupid trading stuff because of I'm missing out or FOMO or whatever. Just wait, be patient, see the locations, and then don't trade inside these areas here, because in these areas you lose money, and we are not at the market to lose money, we are at the market to win money or to gain capital. And it's better to not trade and protect your capital than trade just out of rage or fun or stupidity or you're bored or whatever. Just be patient, make the money, and then build your positions, and then you will be good to go. By that, I see you in the next video. Have a great time. Bye bye.